So visitors to Duncan Grant's first solo show in 1920 saw 31 works that really demonstrated his artistic practice at that time. But they also had a snapshot of his private life. So unbeknown to them, they were seeing into the life he lived with Vanessa Bell and with David Garnett. So they had moved to Charleston in 1916. Duncan Grant and David Garnett were both lovers. They were also conscientious objectors. So they needed to work on a farm or go to prison. So Vanessa Bell found them a farmer that would employ them, found a house that they could all move to, and they arrived here in October 1916. And so you get the rest of the war. They were working on the farm, they were working when they could on their art, but you have this extraordinary experiment in domesticity. You have Duncan Grant at the center of this sort of love triangle between Vanessa Bell and David Garnett. You have a political household, you have this political resistance to sort of the jingoism that was going on around them at that time. And in this painting, Interior, you get a kind of a sense of that household and what was going on. This painting wasn't actually in the 1920 show. There was a painting called Interior, 30 guineas. I'm not sure what it was, but it was probably a study for this painting. Duncan Grant made many studies for this work, and then the final one was sort of made up from those studies. It's painted in the dining room at Charleston. Here you see Vanessa Bell painting a picture on the left-hand side. You see David Garnett. He is supposed to be translating Dostoevsky. And then you have Duncan Grant in the middle, who's hidden from the viewer, but is seeing his two lovers sort of from the perspective of the artist. Because it's made from different studies, there's just like a sort of a strange perspective to the work. It's slightly off-balancing to the viewer, and that may reflect the strange perspective of this relationship. There was a lot of love, but there was also a lot of jealousy. And that's not really seen in this painting of a kind of industrious domesticity. So here we have a record of Charleston in 1918, 1919, before the dining room gets its very distinctive black and sort of chevron and diamond decoration, before the fireplace was excavated and the ingle nook revealed. And there are several other paintings in the exhibition that show Charleston. You get a room with a view, which is the view from the garden room into the walled garden. It shows Vanessa Bell in a deck chair with her young child, Angelica, who was born at Charleston on Christmas Day 1918. You get paper flowers, which is a copy of a decoration that Duncan Grant did on the back of a door at Charleston. You see a lot of paintings of farm buildings. There were restrictions on where you could paint during the war. If you went too far away, you might be accused of being a spy. So there are paintings of the farm buildings that are very close, that are just across the lane from Charleston, that were here where the galleries are now. So very much close to home, very much recording the life that Duncan Grant was leading in that wartime period.